Hello, alaikum. Welcome again to teaching reading. So we're gonna continue from the point that we have finished this last time. So phonemic awareness, as we told before, that is like focusing on sounding the letters, and also we're focusing on here in writing comprehension that we started from left to right, and also we're focusing on the spoken that is coming as a result of reading. We're also focusing on the letter shaping, and that sometimes we have a similar letter shaping. We have to be careful to recognizing these differences. Also here, we're taking an example of cat, like we're going to cat, and like in isolated. And also we also talk about phonemic awareness. It's not awareness of particular sounds. It's also awareness for a general principle of spurable sounds. And also we also provide many activities that is like focusing on deletion, and these activities: isolation, phoneme identification, phoneme deletion. So all these things we can involve in the activities to make it more enjoyable and activation. We stopped here actually, and today, inshallah, we're gonna focus on writing convention. So let's start. So writing convention here is that we goes from left to right. So what are the writing convention here? We have many elements here that we have to focus here. That we started from left to right, not from right to left. But in Arabic, we start from right to left. In Japanese, we started from top to bottom. We started, yes, from top to bottom. If you know Japanese, the lines of written come one under the other, starting from the top of the page. يعني هلا اليابان بيبدأوا من فوق لتحت، ولكن اللغة الإنجليزية من left to right. Arabic from right to left. Yeah, it's really very interesting because you have to differentiate between all these things. And directions is very important. The pages go from front to back. So Japanese back to front. And the words are separated by spaces. There's spaces, but في بعض اللغات no spaces. Sentences begin with a capital letter. You should start with a capital letter, end with the full stop, question mark, exclamation, all these, punctuation marks that we have to use. Quotation also is very important that we have if we take in a speech or for someone or some famous one, so we have to quotes. Even in writing your research paper, I sometimes taking a words that is like never paraphrase it, and I take it as it is. So I should be put in a quotation. English has uppercase. Uppercase means that you have a capital letter, and lowercase that you have small letters. The use of capital letters may carry. Okay. So may carry an extra meaning because, capital letter and small letter is very important. Sentences are organized in a paragraph. يعني هلا احنا بنبدأ بالكلمات بالأحرف، بعدين الكلمات، بعدين إنه sentences، والsentences بيصير paragraph، والparagraph بيصير في essay. We have different essays كمان. يعني مثلا عندنا debate essay, عندنا opinion essay, all these essays that we have to involve because it's been consists of many paragraphs at the same time. And formal and academic writing, there are a convention that we use it. For example, here bold, the use of bold, headlines, headings and subheadings, and footnotes, the use of references, pages, numbering, all these things. Okay, when you write, especially when you're writing your project, for a graduation project, you have to care of these things and you have to attach your references. يعني هلا فيك حتى في كتابة الريفرنسز there is also a mechanism that's used in this regard. So all these things you have to pay attention when we say writing convention, because it's really very important to involve all these skills in your writing. Okay. Gonna moving to the next one. Okay. It's like, okay. Okay. Okay, we stopped here. Yes, the spoken language and reading. Okay. Mm. Okay. So spoken language and reading the experience approach. هلا في عنا نظرية بنسميها احنا ال experience approach. You know, this skill is really based on the idea where you know, learning to read, learner should bring a lot of experience. هلا مع القراءة احنا بصير عندنا ثقافة. آه، كل ما بنطور حالنا، كل ما بنقرأ، كل ما بنطور حالنا بنعرف أكثر عن الكالتشر awareness. دايما بقول لكم يعني دايما الإشي هذا بيعطيك وعي ثقافي. ف this is bring a lot of experience, okay, to yourself because you read more and you explore many things. So in this regard, where there's some steps in this approach, each learner draw a picture illustrating something that recently happened to them or something that they are very interested in. And also learners take this picture to the teacher who asked them what is about. The teacher then writes the learner description below the picture exactly as the learner said. It is using the same words the learner said, even if it is non-standard English. And this is then became, you know, the learner reading text for that day. So the learner read it back and then takes it away to practice reading to their, you know, colleagues. So this, okay, mechanism of writing experience, but what I'm here want you to focus here that we focusing on experience approach because it's really provide us with a wide range of experience and the culture awareness that can develop themselves. I'm not going to focus on these steps there because it's in general, okay, these steps you can follow when you're teaching, but what I'm here want you to focus is that you are going to use this experience language approach because it's really it give you more you know details about culture awareness surrounding you. So we're gonna moving to the next page. Just a minute. I'm gonna like make it yes. Okay. So let's start here. So know that the most knowledge needed to read and comprehend text, you know, is directly within the experience of the learner. The ideas come from the learner, and the word and sentences come from the learner, and all these okay coming from the learner because the learner is the reader. يعني هلا المتعلم هو قارئ، فأكيد الخبرة هتيجي منه الكلمات والsentences والأشياء هاي. حتى هو create independence learning. Okay, so we're gonna moving to the phonics and alphabetical principles. So learning phonics is really a systematic relation between written and, you know, sounds. So here when you, for example, going to pronounce, خلينا على مثلا sh, and مثلا for example she, so sh. So this is okay, going to focus on the pronouncing these letters in a good way. And this is what I mean here is sing, ing. So it's coming from the nose, ing. So this is what I mean here that you're going to focus on the phonic. وعلى فكرة phonics هو يعني phonemic awareness الوعي الصوتي هو الphonics هو اللي بنستخدمه في sounding of these alphabets. So all these are really very important. هو كلهم يعني بفوتوا بنفس المجال. Okay. Just going to the next page. Okay. Here there's some mention some examples of P. The letter B is pronounced a P, and K or K. You're using your lips. So for example, moon, mouth, and this is for for example, visa. So all these sounds you have to, because it's like put it here as you see here in a transcription of these letters as you see. Yeah. So ka, ka. So all these pronunciation of these letters very well. The role of phonics in reading. What is the role of this phonics? Isolated words and word in text. Help learners in using phonics to read chosen isolated words. And also individual and the class use of phonics and one-to-one instructions are part of reading text to carry out the class teaching, frequent, simple, regular spelling, sounds, correspondence. So all these things we can make reading program. وهلا يعني عم بيعملوا هلا اتجاه لتطوير القراءة، خاصة إنه بدأنا في المدارس الوكالة عن تطوير الطلاب في برامج القراءة والكتابة، فبدأوا يعملوا على reading program you know therapy that they started to علاج للطلاب ضعاف التحصيل for low achievers. So they started to diagnostic test لهم اختبار تشخيصي. بعد هيك بيبدأوا يحطوا الأهداف الأساسية للبروجرام، بيبدأ يطور الطلاب من مراحل، نبدأ من صف رابع لأنه we have to read words in this. So all these programs that we should be attached in this regard. Okay. So we have here, oops. We sharing this. Oh yeah. Wrong. Right. Okay. I think I'm getting lost. Where is the document? Yeah, this one. So here we're focusing. Oops. Yeah. So here we're focusing on the word attack skill. So word attack skill is very, very important ليش؟ نعتبره teach learner to sound out the words, the letters. So by this way, we say it as word attack. So word attack here, we focusing on what? On sounding out all the sounds. Also concentrate on the first letter word. Also use a phonics that give help, difficult words. So all these things we're focusing on the pronouncing, sounding out the words. Also here we have word recognition. When the reading is helped by, familiarity with what is being read. So here from having read it before or listening it before, by context clues coming from the meaning of what is being read, and is being able to recognize some words that's completely here. So in this regard, we say word recognition هو إدراك الكلمات. ف يعني إنه okay in this regard we decoding okay the word كله بيركز على الفونيم how phonetical you are going to how to sound these words correctly عشان هو في القراءة فلازم إنه ينطق بطريقة صحيحة. Okay, this one. Yeah. Now moving to the production phonics and also here at the same time هو بيحكي يعني بيكرر نفس الفكرة involve only 26 letters that is like a set of combination of letters. Here spelling is very limited and clearly defined area that we have 26 letters and we're going to pronounce these letters according to phonics. Here's a summary. Let me see here. So here I choose a spelling that apply to other language levels. Here we have, you know, some aspects of phonological awareness. What I'm here say that is like affect spelling and spelling affect word recognition. All these بدي اياكم تركزوا على الاشياء هاي المهمة ان احنا يعني الفونولوجيكال awareness بركز على السبيلنج. يعني انت كيف بدك تلفظ بطريقة صحيحة التهجئة. يعني مثلا cat ka ta for example this not na ta. So all these you focusing on word recognition and the spelling also focus on word recognition. Poor spellers have problems in writing. يعني اللي ما بيعرف يلفظ بشكل صحيح هو راح يكتب برضه بشكل غير صحيح. So these avoidance strategies phonological awareness also affect reading. يعني هلا أنا زي ما قلت لكم إنه phonological awareness دائما بتأثر على القراءة والقراءة بتأثر على phonological awareness. فهي عملية يعني نفس الشيء طردية. إذا هذا أثر هذا بيأثر. فنفس الشيء يعني الفكرة. So writing the letters also help learning. Also, writing the shapes, sometimes they have the same shape as I told you before. They also affect spelling affects use and use affects spelling. All these affect each other. يعني في النهاية إنه إذا كان عندك phonological awareness صحيح راح تلفظ بشكل صحيح. So the writing also system also affect can be positive and negative on learning second language. ليش؟ لأنه writing system of the first language ممكن يأثر إيجابية أو سلبية. لأنه هلا إذا أنت مثلا عندنا اللفظ بيأثر مثلا عند اللغة الأصلية ممكن يأثر على اللغة الثانية. فمثلا كتابة مثلا street عندنا street بفوز لك يا street فممكن يبدأ بحرف الإي street. في أحيان ممكن يدخل في الكلمة لفظ تاني فبأثر في شو ما بلفظوا عنا مثلا كلمة شو بلفظات كلمة الحرف نفسه بلفظوه فما ما بيهتموا للفونولوجيكال awareness أو حتى لللفظ فهذا بأثر على القراءة. خلينا هلا moving to the next page. System learning and item learning. This is like also that we have a complex word sometimes and كلمات صعبة sometimes they couldn't really pronounce it clearly فبيجي إنه صعب إنه يلفظها فإنه this is affect phonological awareness affect the complexity you can understand it decompose for example. So also research on the learning of the complex word is really a high frequency complex word are stored as a whole, the ready made units. So low frequency complex words are recreated each time they are met. So here also affect badly. And Yeah. So inshallah, next time we're gonna focusing on learning to spell and spelling meaningful focus input and meaningful also focus output. So all these skills, okay, inshallah, we're gonna focus and this aspect of spelling because يعني التهجئة نفسها بتأثر من جانب لجانب. So all these okay affect badly if you don't pronounce these words accurately. You couldn't really read very well. So let me share to write some notes here. Okay, so we write some notes. Here, writing convention. Okay, includes, okay, writing from left to right. Starting with the capitalization. Spaces also. Um, so we talk about experience. The experience approach. Okay. Is based on experience and knowledge that provide a wide range of culture awareness. Word attack focuses on sounding out the sound of the word. Yeah, phonological awareness affects spelling. Okay, spelling affects word recognition, poor brothers, have problems. All right. So he should consider all these points, okay, for you know, that is like really important in order just to make reading more flexible way. Thank you so much for this session. Inshallah, next time we're gonna also go deeply with the reading task. Thank you so much and Assalamu alaikum. If you have any question regarding the points that we have mentioned, don't hesitate to ask me. مع السلامة. بأمان الله.